So it falls to me to close for this, the formal part of this evening anyway. Can I just make sure that we acknowledge the Ngunnawal and Ngambri people on whose land we gather this evening, pay my respects to elders past and present, and particularly any Aboriginal people in the room this evening. Can I thank the sponsors for providing the opportunity to produce the survey and the results, and all those who are involved in pulling together this evening. It's very hard to stand completely still when you're doing this and stop that noise, isn't it? I do. I'll work on that. Could I thank all of you who gave us such insights from very many angles this evening in your sharing of your knowledge and wisdom with us. Can I particularly thank you, David Thomas, for the work that you do, and can I declare that one of the most delightful evenings that I've spent in the time since I've been a Member of Parliament was at the Sick or Treat Ball last year, and I had the privilege of sitting next to David and to meet a man whose great intellect is only matched by his great heart is a rare and uncommon experience, and it was a great pleasure to meet you that evening and to see this evening the continuation of that work that you do. David said something very important. The problem is not intractable in this time of accelerating capacity. And what wonderful words to hear. They won't be on the front page of any newspaper, but they are imprinted on the hearts of people in this room, and I believe in an Australia that believes in innovation, and we are capable of doing this. We have already done much. We are capable of doing this. Can I acknowledge both you, Kate and Richard, for your generous civic leadership, for the strengths and talents that you bring from a lifetime of success, that you have decided to invest in this cause for the people of our nation. It's no small thing. And the language that you use, you know, the bells are ringing, I think you said, David, Richard. But one of the things that happens in this place is the bells ring. And, you know, sometimes it's just to let us know that we're about to commence. And that's exactly what's happening with that bell for the Senate. So I don't have to run because it would have been a travesty for me to have to run at this point of time, when I think that for every person in the room, Louisa, who heard you speak this evening, the power of your testimony, the revelation of your personal courage and integrity touched us all. Thank you for your truth, for your honesty and for your courage, and congratulations on your wonderful motherhood, which I know inspires you and helps you fight every day. Can I also acknowledge the people whose names were mentioned, Corey, Anita, Paul and Jeff, and so many other survivors who are testimony to the fight that is required to battle cancer. Whether it's common or uncommon, it is a very difficult journey. You are inspiring people around you. Can I also acknowledge the people who love you and care for you and support you, and the strength that they show in supporting you on that journey. And I think it was Susie and Anne who were particularly singled out for that. So finally, can I acknowledge here this evening my parliamentary colleagues from all shades, red, blue, green, and whatever else lies across the spectrum. Can I thank those from the House and those from the Senate who've come along, and give apologies of many who would love to have been here this evening but otherwise are occupied with the work of the Parliament. Can I also particularly acknowledge Dan Tian, who shares with me the responsibility for being a patron, really, in this place for cancer causes. Won't it be wonderful when cancer becomes a chronic illness that we don't need to gather in this way to advance the cause of anymore? And I hope our jobs become redundant, at least that part of our jobs, Dan. The rest of it I quite like. So once again, thank you to all of you who have made this possible. More strength to your arm, to Rare Cancers Australia. You are innovators, you are powerful lobbyists, and the way in which you plan to move forward, I think, is a great challenge to a system that has served us well, but is reaching the edge of the way in which it might give the best value to Australians too, I think, and I want to close with your words. I don't know if you know that you said this, Louise. I think most Australians agree with you when you said, I want to live in a country where whether we live or die is not determined by the size of our bank balances. I agree with you. Thank you.